Hello everyone, I hope I am live. I'm gonna wait here for a second and make sure that I'm live and Facebook is doing me a solid and putting me in here live. I don't see anyone, so this might not be live. I don't know. Oh, I see somebody. Okay, hello. I am Tabitha Yount. I am the owner of Elegant Homes and Interiors, and I'm super excited to be back here, guys, talking about the most important things yet. Fall decorating. I think it's super important to be talking about this subject because it's the season. Everybody's getting ready. They're getting all their things ready. Kids are getting back into school. Everybody's kind of getting back into the groove of everything. Hello, Angela. How are you today? I am so excited to talk about this. Hi, Diane. How are you? I hope you guys are all on here and you're having a lovely day. The heat is on here where we're at, and why not? Let's just talk about fall, right? Hi, Kim. Hello. Hi, how are you doing? So I wanted to really get on here and talk to you guys because it's been a while. I'm feeling much better. I was a little under the weather last week. Hi, Tammy. Hello, Latoya. I'm going to get these names right, I promise. Okay, I want to talk about 7 high-impact spots to decorate for fall today. And I think this is super important, guys, because everybody asks me all the time. They're like, Tabitha, I'm going to adjust this here. They're like, Tabitha, how much do you decorate? Do you decorate every spot in your house? Do you go all out? How do you do this? And how do you decide which areas are the most important and what will give you the best bang for your buck instead of decorating every little spot? And I get this a lot because I think people get a little overwhelmed just decorating, period, let alone decorating for the fall area or every season. So I think that this is so helpful to know what areas are good. Good and yourself, my favorite season is to decorate. Oh, mine too. Angela, mine too. Well, I don't know. I say this about every season, to be honest. I always say it's Christmas, it's fall, it's spring, it's, summer, it's all these things. So I just like to decorate. Let's just be honest. So all of them are my favorite. But I really think that fall particularly is a really hard one because you kind of go from summer, and summer kind of fades in, especially in Missouri, and that's where we're from. It kind of even like now, we're going into September and it's just scorching hot still. It's just so blazing hot, and it's kind of look like it's going to continue. And so people are kind of like, well, where do you go with this? Where do you end your summer decor? And then you're kind of going into fall, and boom, it'll be like that, and then fall will hit. So how do you do that? And then when fall hits, it's like Christmas is there. So I'm going to teach you how some of the areas to really hit this and be impactful to decorate for your guests and things like that. Because, this is going into the holiday seasons and things like that, some of the most important seasons. So what does that look like for you? And what kind of ideas do I have up my sleeve? Okay, some announcements first. I have to get my announcements. We have a lot of cool things going on. I probably should do a Facebook Live about all the different things that we have to offer for elegant communities, but elegant interiors, elegant homes and interiors, all the things, right? Okay, Tabitha's Fall Mantle and Planter Workshop, guys. We are doing a workshop for fall. And this is going to be a hands-on workshop where you're going to see me doing all the things. We're going to do a mantle and decorate a mantle up. And I'm going to show you how to do that. And I'm going to show you all the things that you need to have for that mantle to do it. All the products, things like that. So you don't want to miss that one, guys, because I have some really cool things I want to show you. And then the planters. I think planters are really important, and you'll know why after I tell you the 7 high-impact places to decorate today. Planters are really, truly important because it greets your guests, right? So we're going to show you all the products and how to decorate them and to do them really super simple. And so that you can get them all prettied up for the holidays, okay? Hi, Diane. Hi, is it Gilda? I think I'm saying that right. Hello, Paula. There's lots of you guys on here. Thank you guys for being here. Okay, 7 high impact spots to decorate for fall. The very first thing, if you're in my elegant community, you're going to hear me say this over and over and over. I'm going to tell you to declutter your house, okay? And I say this, and you're going to hear me say this every time I put myself in one of these spots. I'm going to tell you to go in and declutter. And one of the reasons I tell you to do that is because that's what I do. That's what everybody does. If I'm going to go in to decorate your home or to tell you to do that, I'm going to declutter it, because we all have stuff that we get out every season. And we just do that. I mean, we just kind of come in, we do the thing, and we dump every season after we get kind of used to everything that we put out for spring, for summer, and we just kind of dump. Is it magazines, books? Definitely go through the magazines and the books. That's the number one thing I see a lot of people laying around that they don't pick up a lot through the seasons. You need to purge those. You need to go through those and purge, okay? Toys, things like that. The number one thing I really want you to do before you start decorating for fall is to go through your summer and your spring stuff. Put those things up. Get those totes out. Get all your stuff out. Start dusting things down. Start taking that stuff down. That's what I do. And it's amazing, guys. You start getting this inspiration immediately. This is wonderful, but just having you come to do it would be amazing. Yes, Doug, it would be amazing. You're right. This is Tanya. Tanya, yes, it would. But this can be so helpful. So once you start kind of getting all those garlands and all those picks down from spring, all your little tchotchkes and things like that, it just gives you some inspiration. It starts giving you some life again in your house, and it starts feeling clean and organized. And it makes you feel like you want to go back and start putting back pretty things. Trust me, I just kind of went over the weekend and I started doing that at my own house. I started taking down the mantle things, and I started cleaning and dusting and putting the, all the things back into the totes. Okay, so one thing I want you to know, this is really hard for most people. If you're taking down all the things off your mantles and your bookcases and all those things, right? And you're in tables and things like that, and in your bathrooms, whatever you decorate, okay? And you're taking those down, and they look like they're kind of getting a little bit, needs to be updated. They're getting a little bit, kind of worn and things like that. Toss them. Toss them. Don't store them. Toss them, and then you can go back next year with fresh eyes. So don't hold on to them. I want you to get your totes out, put the good stuff in there, toss the old stuff, donate it, throw it away, whatever you want to do. But this is a time to purge, okay? So that's the number one thing that I really want you to do, and I guarantee you will feel like you have such inspiration to keep going on, to keep doing all the fall things, okay? It really, truly will give you that inspiration and that bump. It's something about doing all this and getting yourself and your house cleaned up. It just makes you feel so much better. Hello, Jason. Hello, Cindy. Thanks, guys, for being on here. So there's something about decluttering. We cleaned out our garage, guys, and I'm going to be completely honest. We have a whole new garage. I can't believe how big it is. I pulled in yesterday, and I was like, holy cow. This is really a large garage, and I had no idea that we had that big of a garage. It's amazing. So start cleaning it out. It'll give you some inspiration to get out the fall stuff, because I know it's still a little warm, but trust me, fall's coming. Okay? That's the first thing. Second thing. The second thing, no matter what you do, if you do this and this only, you will thank yourself this fall. You have to decorate your front porch. You're going to hear that every time. Your front porch, your front door is where everybody goes. They drive by your house. Your guests come up there. The UPS guy will thank you. I know, Cindy, I'm talking her love language, because she loves organization. I know. I'm going to have Cindy back here at the beginning of the year. I've got something. I'll call you, Cindy. Anyhow, if you do anything else, you have to decorate your front porches, guys, because this is where everybody sees. Everybody sees this, and they drive by, and they just see it, and that'll give them inspiration. See, you're giving them inspiration to do the same thing. So if you're not doing anything else, decorate your front porch. Okay, and you're thinking, okay, what do? I don't know what to do. Well, you need to get in my workshop, my mantle and planter workshop. I will show you what to do with your planter boxes. I'm super excited too. I have some really cool things. I'm going to show you how to decorate your planters. Okay. And so that's going to be there. The link is at the top. So if you haven't gotten into that workshop, go to the link, get yourself in there, and I'll let you in there. That's next week. We're going to show you what to do with your planter boxes. As far as your front door and things like that, you could do many things. You could put a really pretty basket and put some really pretty greenery and fall foliage in it, or you could put yourself a pretty wreath on there with nothing prettier than all the fall colors, with a wreath on it, with a big bow on it. So there's all kinds of pretty things to do. So if you do that and that alone, you get a thumbs up, because everybody thinks you're ahead of the game. So that's one thing that I think. That's the second thing. That's the thing. Number 3, you're not going to come to my house and not ever see me decorate a mantle. You knew it was coming. You guys did. You knew it. I think you should always, 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 always decorate your mantles. Okay. If you don't have a mantle, you know what I mean. If you do have a mantle, you know what I mean. You know. You want to see a pretty display on your mantles, and I'm going to show you in the workshop how to do that. And if you have bookcases, it's the same thing. You're just kind of trading one for another. You on those bookcases or your mantles or wherever, you definitely want to make sure that you decorate them. I mean, those are just like the center stage of most living rooms, most rec rooms. So if you don't decorate those up, then, you know, it's kind of the center stage there. So those are the focal point of a room, which if you're in my elegant community, you'll see that. You'll hear me talking about a focal point in a room, and that's really the thing that you decorate the most. And that really makes the center stage of any space. So decorate those up. Today in the elegant community, which is open, it's $17 a month, and I give you all kinds of tips in there and how to decorate your house, all kinds of things like that. And so all of these things that we're talking about, I'm going to be going over in my elegant community in the next couple of months, how to implement these. So go in there and get in that one. Now that is a paid group, so the link is in my I think it's actually in my website, so you have to go back over there, but it's the elegant community. But I'm going to show today in the elegant community, I'm going to show you how the power of garland. Okay, and the power of garland is amazing, guys. You can transform a mantle, a bookcase. Honestly, I'm going to tell you, I don't know if I should tell you. Oh, I'm going to just tell you. I absolutely love, and I think my neighbors think I'm crazy, but I love to go out and get sticks, especially in the fall for winter decorating and things like that. I love to go out and get sticks out of my yard. I know Jason thinks I'm crazy, and he's on here. He can tell you. I go get sticks out of my yard, and I can show you with a garland how to use those. So maybe I'll do a little bonus in the workshop and show you how I use those sticks. And if you put a garland on it, it transforms the space. So I'm going to, in the elegant community today, I'm going to go in there and show you how a garland, if used properly, how it's absolutely stunning, super easy, how you can use that on your mantle, bookcase, on the top of bookcases. Nothing is worse than seeing a bookcase that doesn't have anything on it, above your cabinetry, all those things, okay? So that's one thing that I definitely think. Number 3, mantle, okay? Number 4, you should definitely decorate your dining room table. I think you ladies know what I'm talking about. Okay, well, most of the time when you're walking into your entryway, your dining room table and your living room, most dining room tables, anyhow, dining rooms are off the foyer. So if people are coming to your house, they're going to see your beautifully decorated front porch, right? Right, ladies? And gentlemen, there's some gentlemen in here. They're going to see your beautifully decorated porch, and then they're going to come in, they're going to step in because you're going to let them in, and then they're going to see your beautifully decorated table. So what should you put on your table? People ask me this all the time. Do you leave it all decorated with the linens and the dishes, which is just music to my ears? I absolutely love linens and tables and plates and all those plate sets. Where I do not leave those on my table all the time. No, I don't. But I will tell you, do I love those? Yes. So what I love to do is to have a centerpiece, whether that be a beautiful tray filled with beautiful, foliage. And I'm going to show you this. I absolutely love doing this, guys. I love doing this. If you haven't been in any of my workshops, you'll know what I'm talking about. If you're in my elegant community, you'll hear me talking about plates and how to use plates. This is the number 1 tool that I love absolutely using. This right here, this plate holder here. This is something that you need to invest in. So these are the kind of tips that I give you all the time. But, like using these on your trays, you can do that. A beautiful floral arrangement on your dining room table. And I'm going to take in the elegant community this month, maybe next month. I think it's in next month's schedule. I'm going to tell you how to take what you have and just transform it really quickly. Quick tips to show you how to take your decorating and then use what you have into fall, which I think is super important because a lot of us don't have all the time in the world to do all this stuff. And so I'm going to show you. Okay, so definitely decorate your dining room tables, okay, guys, with a floral tray, something like that. That's number 4. Number 5, buffet or hutch, okay, because we all have these things. We have buffets or hutches. A buffet is usually in your dining room, and that's the number 1 thing. Hi, Willie. How are you today? A buffet usually is in there. And so what I usually will tell you all the time, we talk about this in the elegant community. Again, I know I'm kind of going through this a lot, but this is kind of just how I teach everything. We talk about a buffet lamp all the time. If you don't know what that is, that's a very tall, skinny lamp, okay? In the elegant community, I show you what that is. And that's a really tall, narrow, skinny lamp. And I think that the most prettiest buffets have 2 of those flanking that, okay? And then you fill in the middle of it with accessories and all the things. You could do pumpkins, you can do gourds, you can do deer, you can do all those kind of things. And I'm also gonna show you in the elegant community how you can use some of those things that you go into fall and things and into Christmas, how you can use them already into fall. So you can just transition some of the pretty pieces like your foliage, as far as like your reds and your greens and your things like that. So how you can transition those things, but you definitely need to decorate those spaces, okay? As far as hutches, I have a hutch on my back porch that I absolutely love. I don't know if you guys have ever seen that. I did a lot of decorating and redoing out there in the back porch, and I love that black hutch that's on my back porch. I love to decorate it for fall, all the different seasons, honestly. And one of the things that I love decorating is to get a focal point in the middle and kind of move around. And I kind of teach you how to do that in the elegant community, how to decorate bookcases and things like that. And the hutch is the same way, how to make that look appropriate. But the biggest thing is to really get a lot of little greenery for as far as like it being like your little mums, or a little pot with some mums in it, or something like that. You need lots of that when you're decorating your hutches, but definitely decorate it. A lot of that little foliage will go a long ways when you're decorating bookcases and hutches, okay? So definitely go get in there and decorate those guys, okay? Okay, that's number 5. Number 6. I think it's so pretty. I went into the most prettiest house a couple of weeks ago, and she had, which I do too, but I just love to go into other people's houses and they do this. It was their island and underneath her cabinets. So I'm gonna go either a step above this and go above the cabinets, okay? A lot of people, if you have a lot of space above your cabinets, a lot of people really have trouble decorating that, okay? So I'm going to tell you and show you kind of different ways to do that. And a very inexpensive way to do that is to use bushes, like lots of pretty bushes that you get that has foliage with them. That is a simple and easy way to do it, guys. You get some of the sticks out in your yard and you put the bushes on them, and then they're full and they're beautiful. So that's a pretty way to do that above your cabinets. Underneath it, make sure, I know you're gonna think this sounds like a lot of repeat, but make sure you have good appropriate lighting. I think in the fall, in the winter, and at Christmas, we forget. At Christmas we light everything up, but I think a lot of times we forget to light things up, and because everything's kind of gloomy and darker and things like that. So make sure that you are getting all your lighting, which a lot of lamps and things like that, guys. That's super important, and I'm gonna show you a little light. So you can get these little lights like this. See how big this is? It's not very big at all. It's powered by a plug-in. You can get these little lights. Aren't they super darling? Aren't they cute? You can get these little lights and they'll light up underneath your cabinets, and they fit right under there real easily. Hi, Barbara. And you can light them up and do things like that. And so then you could put a little pumpkin with it. You could put it on a little tray, all kinds of different. You can put it on an easel, not an easel, I can't even think today, like a little bump up, like a little, what am I trying to say? Like a little tray kind of thing, or I can't even think. It's just my brain fog here. Hi, Christine. You can put these anywhere, guys. You can put them on a tray. You can put them anywhere. I absolutely love these in kitchens. You can put them with pumpkins and little figurines with them, all kinds of different things. I think they're super pretty. I usually like to definitely put them in, like if you have like a corner, definitely light those corners up. And I leave them on all the time. Jason, if he's on here, he'll tell you I leave them on all the time. It drives him crazy. But you can get them where they actually are on timers. You can get little timers at the hardware store and they'll go off and on, so that they'll go off at night if you don't want them on there. But I kind of like them. Kind of lights my kitchen up and things like that. So there's like tons of these. You can get them at Hobby Lobby and different places like that. That's really appropriate for the wintertime. I love to have lots of lamps on because it's just dark and gloomy. So, hi Pat, how are you? Hi Paula. Okay, so underneath the island, on the island, guys, I absolutely think it's so important to decorate your islands because they're kind of just stuck out there in the middle of nowhere. And you walk in and that's kind of the focal point of everything. Excuse me. And that's kind of the focal point, and they're usually really fairly long and kind of, oblong, kind of like that. So what I really love to do is to do an oversized tray there and do some type of a statue and then some type of a greenery on there. I think that's a really pretty place to really light that up. Some kind of candle on there is so, so pretty to do that. So make sure that you're definitely decorating up your islands because those are stunning. Nothing prettier than, and it's a definite focal point in your kitchen, and nothing is prettier than having a big, pretty centerpiece on your island. So if you guys are doing some of these, let me know that you guys are going back, or share this with your friends because you guys want to make sure your friends and your families get this too. I'm good. I hope you're doing well. I am, Pat. I'm doing very well. Thank you. This week I'm feeling much better. You guys have any questions, leave them below too, definitely, because you guys want to ask any questions, I'll answer them. But you want to make sure that you're lighting those places up because it's usually darker in a lot of kitchens, but this one kitchen, it just had the prettiest lamps and everything in it, and that makes a huge difference, having the lamps and light in there. Not just decorating it with your gourds and your pumpkins and things like that. And your squirrels and your things like that. You want to definitely make sure that it's lit up so you can see all those pretties, okay? And then last and least, number 7, it's your powder room. And I say this because most of your guests that are going to come for Thanksgiving or they're going to come and visit you, they go to your powder room. They use your restroom. So you really want this space to be really pretty. And just kind of freshen it up, just freshen it up. That's taking out the magazines and things like that, decluttering, we talked about that. But one of the things that I really love to do is definitely going into a powder room. You definitely want to have a pretty towel to wash their hands off with, after they've washed their hands from using the restroom. I love to be able to change those out seasonally. So if you can put something in there that goes with fall, that would be really cool. Like your linens to be an orange one or something like that. But another thing is that I just absolutely love to do is put pictures of different things in there. And not a lot of people think about that. So you could have like your towel rack here, and then you could have your lotions and your soaps here. And then on this side, have a lamp. Always have a lamp in a bathroom. You always definitely want to make sure that you have that. It kind of just lights the area up and it's kind of more inviting in there. If you come to my house, you're going to see a lamp in every bathroom. I know, I'm a lamp crazy lady. But another thing I like to do is I like to use the old pictures to put the girls that were like from Halloween or something in the fall, like a football. If you guys are like, into football, we go to the Chiefs game or whatever it is, put those pictures in there. That's really fun. It kind of gives you a personal touch in your home. And that's super awesome. People love to look at pictures and photos. When they come to my house, they love looking at those. So do something unique like that. Put a little pumpkin next to it or some little greenery and you're done. It's super easy. So if you have the space to do that, do a unique little touch like that makes it very personable. And it just makes your house unique. So that really kind of makes people feel like they're just wanted. And oh my gosh, she really went in there and just did a whole cute little setup. So I hope this, guys, was super helpful. I've got a lot more tips to go. And I hope I see you guys in the mantle and planter workshop. I can never hardly say that. I don't know why, but I can't hardly say that. But it is going to go on next week, the 1st, 2nd, and the 3rd. So you guys have got to get in there. It's free. It's all free. You've got to get in that workshop, sign up. The link is at the top. And share this with your friends and family. And let me know if you have any questions. Okay, guys, have a lovely Tuesday and a lovely week. And I will talk to you soon. Bye, guys. Thanks so much.